Dear students, today we will be starting module 6, applets and networking. There are two different topics, applets, and the second topic is networking. So applets are small applications that are accessed on an internet server, transported over the internet, automatically installed and run as part of a web document in a web browser. So that is a simple definition for applets. Applets are small applications that are accessed on the internet server, transported over the internet, automatically installed and run as part of a web document. See, in all preceding examples, Java is console-based application. That means either we will be using a terminal program or application in a Linux machine or command prompt in Windows machine to compile and execute Java programs. So that are console based application. On the other hand, applets are not executed as a console application. Applets either require a web browser or an applet viewer to execute applet programs. So in our slide, applets are small programs that can be transmitted over the internet and run as a part of a web document. So internet programming, we will be using applets. So normally applet programs are uploaded to a web server. A user will be using a browser. Upon request, applet code will be downloaded to the browser and executed with the help of a Java enabled web browser. Applets provide all of the necessary support for window based activities. Window based activities we will be seeing in the later portions. Applets are not standalone programs. They run either in browser or in applet viewer. The previous examples all are standalone programs that are executed in a terminal or in command prompt using Java interpreter, Java command. For executing applets, we either require a browser or an applet viewer. So applets are not standalone programs. The next point, things which an applet can do: perform arithmetic calculations, display graphics, play sounds, accept user input, create animations, and play interactive games. So these are the use of applets or things which applet can do. Now we will see differences from application programs and applets. See here, the features of applets are described. An applet is a window based program and application program are console based programs. Applets are event driven. Applets do not have a main method. Applets are displayed in a window and they use AWT to perform input and output. Applet cannot read from or write to the files in the local computer. First point, applet is a window based program. That means applet requires a separate window to display the output, either with the help of a browser or with the applet viewer. A new window is generated to display the applet program output. Applets are event driven. So event handling means mouse events, keyboard events, etc. For example, so applets are event driven. So on a button click we need to perform something. So there will be an event source. With respect to that source of event, some response will be there. So that is event driven. Applet do not have a main method. So unlike public static void main in normal application programs, applet does not have a main method. We are not telling the Java virtual machine where to start the execution. So instead of that, it will be having a main method. Applets are displayed in a window and they use AWT to perform input and output. So AWT means abstract window toolkit. So that is having a number of different classes for event handling. or window handling that we will discuss later. Applet cannot read from or write to the files in the local computer. For security reason, for giving maximum security, local files are not accessible to applets. So this is one simple example that displays hello world. See, the right bottom part of the window, hello world is displayed. So that is the simple string or a message displayed by a simple applet that we will see the details later. So steps involved in developing and testing an applet are building an applet code. So normally we will be creating a Java file, so that is a subclass of applet class. We will be naming that class with an appropriate identifier and saving with the extension .java. Creating an executable applet, that is, we will be compiling the Java file. Applet Java file will be compiled using javac command. Then we will be getting a class file. Now we design a web page using HTML tag. In HTML file we will be using applet tag and including the class file which is being created after executing the Java file, and save with a user defined file name with the extension .html. Now we need to test the applet code. First we need to compile. So compilation part is over. .class file is generated and that is embedded in an HTML file. That class file name is embedded using an applet tag in HTML file, saving the HTML file with an HTML tag and testing the applet code. That means simply you double click on the HTML file icon in your current working directory. That will display the intended applet output in a web browser. See, this is the skeleton of a simple applet. So import java.awt.start. Two import statements are there. One is awt package is imported, the second for applet package import. After that, public class applet class name extends applet. So we will be creating a public class, so that must be a public class. So we will be using public modifier. So always an applet class will be public because that is executed in a third-party application like browser or by using applet viewer. So class should be public. Then inside that applet class there will be a public void paint method with an argument graphics G. G is any user defined name. So graphics class instance is G here in our case. So that is the only method to be implemented here. So many different methods are there. Init method is there, start method is there, stop destroy methods are there, that you will see later. See, the public class is a subclass of applet class. So whatever be the name you are giving for your applet class, that is a subclass of applet class. A simple applet program, an example program is here. Simple applet, that is the name of the applet. So here import java.awt.start and java.applet package. Two different packages or import statements are there. First imports abstract window toolkit or AWT class. Applets interact with the user through AWT, not through the console based IO classes. So here we are not going to use any scanner class or similar classes for getting input through keyboard. So here we will be using AWT. So that means it is event driven. The AWT contains support for a window based graphical user interface. And the second import statement imports applet package. See the second one, applet package java.applet.star, which contains the applet class. Every applet that you create must be a subclass of applet class. See applet simple applet that is extends applet. So simple applet is a subclass of applet class. See, next line in the program declares the class simple applet. The class must be declared as public because it will be accessed by code that is outside the program. Then inside the simple applet we have implemented one method public void paint with an argument graphics g. So paint is declared here inside simple applet. This method is defined by the AWT and must be overridden by the applet. Paint is called each time, this paint method is called each time that the applet must redisplay this output. Suppose you are being executed one applet, you have minimized that window or another window is overwritten by the applet. In those cases, whatever be the cause, whenever the applet redraw its output, paint is called. That means suppose you are maximizing the window, then again you need to display those output produced by the application. So automatically paint is called by the applet program. So inside paint is a call to drawString. See g.drawString followed by hello world, that is a string, followed by two values 10, 100. So this is a member of graphics class. drawString is a member of graphic class, outputs a string beginning at the specified xy location. See, this is 10 is the x location and 100 is the y location. So xy location is where the hello world string is displayed. So at location x location 10, y location 100. So coordinate position 10, 100. At coordinate position 10, 100 on the applet viewer window or the web browser window, hello world is displayed. That is the thing. Now we need to create an HTML file. Inside HTML tags we will be keeping applet tag. So applet tag is having some properties: code, width and height. So many other properties are there, we will be using only 3 properties. Code is equal to hello Java. Here we need to place it as simple application, simple applet. Dot class, because in our previous example, see the applet name is simple applet. So this class file, after compilation, this class file generated class file name is simple applet.class. That is embedded by using applet tag, using the code property of applet tag. So code is equal to simple applet.class, and we will be specifying the width and height of the display area. Applet display area width and height is specified. So with a width of 200 pixel and height of 100 pixel, a window is created. Inside that the simple applet code is displayed. So that will display hello world. See, this is a sample output of that applet program. So simple applet.class will display this thing, hello world, in a window. 2 ways are there to run an applet application within a Java compatible web browser such as Netscape Navigator. Earlier, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome were ready for running applet code, but due to some security reason they are not permitting applet to run on their browser. So Netscape Navigator is the one that is compatible right now. The second method is by using an applet viewer, a standard JDK tool. So Java development kit tool is there, applet viewer. We will be using applet viewer to execute our applets. So first we need to create a Java file, then we need to compile, we need to get the class file, then we will be embedding that class file using applet tag and creating an HTML file So that HTML file will display your applet output. So this is the hello java.html. So here HTML tag is there. You can give head and title tags. Body tag also you can give. So inside body, if body is there, that applet tag must be there inside body. So applet code property is for giving the class file name. So dot class extension must be given. Width and height you need to specify in pixel. Then close the applet tag, body tag and HTML tag. Save in any name with an extension HTML or HTML. Okay. Now compile your Java file. Here we will be having the class file embed with the applet. Now you can use applet viewer hello java.html. See, hello java is the name of the newly created HTML file. There inside applet code, and code property is giving a value hello java.class. So in our case, simple applet.class. applet.class. So this applet viewer will display the hello world output. See, this is the output. So applet name is there, it is an applet. So applet viewer title over here. So there will be a 400 by 500 400 by 200 size window. So inside that is not displayed here because of the white background of browser. So hello world will be displayed in a box with the width 400 pixel and height 200 pixel. Okay. Again the same output. Now we will be discussing applet life cycle. When an applet is loaded, it undergoes a series of state changes. Various states of an applet are born or initialization state, running state, idle state, dead state or destroy state. See, 4 different states are there. Born or initialization state. So for that init method will be there. We can initialize some of the properties for an applet. Then running state. Suppose an interrupt is occurred or a wait call is there, then the running applet will go to the idle state, stop state. Okay, then again we need to start that particular applet, so that will go to the running state. Suppose the applet function is over, then that may move to stop state, dead state, and after that suppose we no need for that applet, we can destroy it. Destroy state is also there. So lifecycle methods are there. When an applet begins, the AWT call the following methods in this sequence. First init method, then start method, then pain method. In our previous example, we have implemented only pain method. We haven't performed or given an implementation for init and start. So these are optional. Init is optional, start is optional, stop is optional, destroy is optional. But we must implement pain method. When an applet is terminated, the following sequence of method call take place: stop and destroy. The order of different lifecycle methods called is init, start, paint, then stop and destroy. After executing destroy, nothing is left. All the memory is cleared. Init, the first method to be called, initializes variables. This method is called only once during the runtime of an applet. Start method called after init. Start is called each time an applet HTML document is displayed on the screen. So if the user leaves a web page and comes back, the applet resumes execution at start. So after start, obviously pain method is invoked, called each time applet's output must be redrawn. Also called when the applet begins execution. The pain method has one parameter of type graphics parameter with an instance, the class instance graphics space g that we had given in our previous example. Then stop method is called when the browser leaves the HTML document containing the applet, and destroy method is called when the environment determined that the applet needs to be removed completely from the memory. The stop method is always called before destroy, called by the browser. So this is the diagram representing applet's life cycle. So born state is there, running state is there, idle state, dead state. So here all the circles represents different states. Here it begins, applet is loaded, initialization is performed, that is a born state. So init is implemented here. So after init, automatically start method is invoked. Then running state means that is displaying some output. That means paint is invoked. Again, paint is for redrawing the applet also we need to invoke paint method. So that is why this particular arrow is placed here. Running state, again false running state. That means suppose the window is overwritten or minimizing your applet window, then completely stops the applet from running. So that goes to idle state. Again, suppose we are maximizing the applet window, then again start method is invoked automatically. That leads to invoke paint method to display the output. Again, some other issues are there, or we need to stop the applet, then stop method is invoked. Suppose we again need to display that particular applet, then start method is invoked, otherwise it will be stopping. So idle is stopped. Idle means stop method is invoked here. So either that may go to start or destroy. Suppose we need to move that particular applet to the dead state, we will be invoking, or the applet code will be invoking destroy method. So that is the life cycle, applet life cycle, and its different life cycle method and different life cycle stages. Now a simple applet program is here. To import statements is must java.iwt.start, java.applet.start. Then public class some numbers extends applet. That means some numbers is the name of the applet class. That is a public class. That is a subclass of applet. Here in paint method we have given initial values of integer variables, value 1 and value 2 respectively. 10 and 20 are the values. Then one arithmetic operation is performed, sum is equal to value 1 plus value 2. Then string s is equal to sum, that displays the value sum, that is 10 plus 20 is added together, so the sum retains 30, that is concatenated with a comment sum space colon. So sum colon 30, that will be the value to be displayed. G.drawString will display the value of s. So here s is equal to sum colon plus sum. So this sum retains 30, sum space colon sum, 30 is the value retained by s. So this G.drawString command will display sum space colon 30 at xy position 100 100. So this is the complete Java applet program for displaying, for performing some arithmetic operation and to display the value. Here is the HTML file code, HTML applet, then code properties giving the value of the class, some name, some numbers dot class, then width and height value is specified here to display the applet window size, 300 width and 300 height in our browser or applet viewer. So you will be saving this HTML file in another name with the extension HTML and using browser, Netscape Navigator browser or Applet viewer to display the output. So this is the output. Here we have used Applet viewer. See, this is the applet tag and its different properties. See, code, width and height, these three are not optional, all other properties are optional. So you can give a code base for the applet. You can give code value here, that is applet file name dot class, that is our compiled program name, compiled code name. After compilation we will be getting a class file. That complete file name you have to specify here as the property value, code property value. Width is specified as in pixel, height is specified in pixel. Then suppose you need to give some value from HTML file to the applet, you will be using param. Param is a tag there with the name and value. For example, you need to give name is equal to Ajmal, then name is equal to student1, value is equal to Ajmal. Second value param, you need to give another value, then param name is equal to age, value is equal to 21. So that is the way we need to give parameters, parameter name and value that should be given to the applet from an HTML file. Passing parameters to an applet. Similar to passing parameters to the main method, user-defined parameters can be supplied to an applet using param tags. See, already seen param tag is used to give attributes and values, name and value pairs to a particular applet program. So here example, in our example param name is equal to text value is equal to I love you Java. See, param name is equal to text, value is equal to I love you Java. So text, that is the name of the parameter, the value to be returned by calling text parameter is I love Java. HTML, one comment is there, parameterized HTML file. Then inside body tag you have specified two different tags. One is for adding our applet code. So applet tag is there, code is equal to hello Java param.class, width is equal to, height is equal to 400 and 200 respectively. Param name is equal to param1, value is equal to applet. So whenever a parameter with the name param1 is invoked or called, the value returned by param1 is applet. That's the thing. See how to get that particular value of the parameter, using applet. See, we again created a public class, there is a subclass of applet class. Hello Java param is the name of the class. String variable is specified here. Then initialization is performed before main method. Initialization is performed. So getting parameter value to the applet is done in init method. So that is one simple use and example of init method. So str is a string variable here. Get parameter, that is a command to get the parameter value. See, get parameter followed by an argument. Argument is the parameter name. So param1, that is the name of the parameter that we have used here. So get parameter will collect the value associated with the parameter name param1. If condition is specified here, string equal to null, then string value is initialized to Java. Otherwise this str will be returning a value after executing this command get parameter param1 that will give a particular value. So that will be concatenated along with hello followed by the returned value by the param1 parameter, and str will be updated with hello space the value returned by str. So in our case str will be returning a value applet. So after executing this statement, str will be updated with the value hello space applet. So that value is displayed by the applet. For that we will be implementing paint method. g.drawString is there. So str will be returning a value hello applet at xy position 10 and 100. Write an applet program to get the following output. Pass your name and qualification as parameter to applet. So this is one homework to be given to you. You do it in your class workbook. Thank you.